Hi Gemini, and welcome back to my channel. I am the Lady of the Throne Astrology, where God dwells within me as me, and I'm here to bring to you your love messages. This is going to be for the entire month of December, so give it time for these messages to play out. We're still kind of like in the beginning. We're coming into the middle mark of the month, so if it doesn't resonate right now yet, or if it didn't happen yet, just give it some time to resonate with you. You have until the very last day of the month for these messages to play out in your life. This is going to be for Geminis who are single, who are interested in someone, or if you're just like in a situationship or you're lightly dating someone. I wouldn't say that this is for those of you who are in serious commitments, but this could be just somebody that you have a crush on or that you're really interested in at this time. So keep that in mind as you're watching, and check out my website. It is located down below in the description box. Check it out. There's amazing things there. Christmas time is coming up. Check it out if you want to grab a little something to gift someone with. There's amazing gifts there, or spiritual gifts. If you're interested in getting personal readings or guidance, I'm your person for that. All right, so let's go ahead and get into your messages for December. I'm going to start with the women, and then after that I'll jump right into the Gemini masculines. Okay, so Gemini females, for December, you are so willing to express how much you love someone in December. Whoever this man is that you've got your mind on, whoever he is that you have been focused on, or who has been crossing your mind every once in a while, you really do want to continue to express your feelings to him. Or maybe this is someone new coming into your life and you do want to express how you feel. It's like you really want to be embraced. I feel like you really need someone there to make you feel comfort or protected or something. It's like you really do need someone there, and I feel like you want to express how much you love someone or how big your heart really is so that you can receive it. It's like having to give so that you can receive is what I'm picking up for December. And whoever this man is, I think that he feels the same exact way. Actually, he's feeling like he does want to demonstrate to you where he's at with you. And I think where he's at with you is at the love level. I think his feelings are really deep, or it's getting deep. This could be, even if it's a man that you just met recently, his heart is wanting love, and that's what I'm getting a confirmation about. So I think that he is trying to find out what is important to you, your values, your virtues, your morals, your traditions. I think he wants to know where your head is at, and so that he can understand where your heart is at, and then be able to love you the right way. He may ask you questions and he may not in December. If he does start asking questions, is because he needs to know if you really want to go all in, for some of you. I think he's going to be asking certain things just to see where your head is. This does feel like a new person coming in. This feels like somebody who really is trying to get to know you, because in their mind, that's what they want, is something more deeper than the surface level. I think that, he just wants you to embrace your emotions. So he doesn't mind if you get really deeper with him, like as in telling him you love him, or opening up and expressing really deep emotions about love and like what's really inside of your heart. I know that with women, that can equate to crying sometimes about certain things that happened in your past. It could be like you get really emotional. But what I want you to know about that is that means you just really feel safe. And that's something that not every man values about a woman. If you have cried in front of him, and not out of pain by him, but out of vulnerability, then that means you really do feel safe and you feel like you can trust him. And that's how you know that you feel authentically in love with someone, or you authentically really like someone. When you can allow yourself to really tap into your deepest emotions inside of your heart, and you're not afraid to just like show this person certain things, certain sides of yourself, they really do appreciate this. This is a man who actually he does not want to see you cry, because no man walking earth wants to see a woman cry. I feel like that breaks their heart, to be honest. That really does. It breaks their heart. But he does want to see you be the most authentic, the most real version of yourself. In any moment, on any day, he loves your authentic heart, the way you express your love. I think you both know that with life, there's going to be distractions. And sometimes distractions puts you out of touch with your emotions, as well as him. He gets out of touch with his emotions a lot. Now, if he is another air sign, an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, then that explains it. You guys have that in common. You both tend to disconnect from your emotions when there's distractions happening in the world around you. You both are the same way, and I think that you can see how you guys get distracted by certain things, and then it makes you guys focus your priorities and your life purpose on other things, and you lose your actual life purpose and the priorities that should be higher. You both tend to do that. I feel that it is because when you guys get distracted enough to throw you off course, you forget about the power of prayer. You guys both can let life take you all the way down. You both can let life make you feel like you cannot conquer the next day. You both can sulk and drain your own energy, because you're like, okay, this is a lot and I don't know how to move forward. I don't know what to do. You both forget the power of prayer. Sometimes you don't have to complain to this person to express your emotions. Just pray with this person. Pray together or something like that, because I feel that this is a situation where you've got to give it to God so that you both can feel more uplifted and the healing can start to open up the miracles. And it's going to happen, because if you're going to start noticing, even if you have to do a little something, I'm a healer, so I'm giving you a little assignment. Even if you have to, for the next 30 days, right? Practice something where you tell yourself, not today, Satan, not today, right? You tell yourself that, because the way the enemy works is the enemy likes to make you feel things that's not even there for real. And sometimes that's why that saying, you can be your own worst enemy, is true, because that's the enemy who can go against you versus you. So for the next 30 days, you can try something where you're just like, you know what? I'm not going to allow myself to complain today. Because I do that. I have done that for years. Years and years and years and years. And it works. So I can attest to that. Just even if you have to try for even if it's 30 days, maybe too long, try it for 3 days, then move up to 7, and then slowly progress and see how it feels to just cut yourself off from doing that, and then just pray about it. Just give God a chance to show you something. Because people can try all kinds of cosmetics, new foods, new restaurants, new hairstyles. But what about trying something new with God? It's free. You don't have to go anywhere. And you don't have anyone to impress. Because God is not impressed by what you have. God is only impressed by what you believe. What about trying that just for maybe a few days at first and just see how it feels? It works. It works. So what's hiding here in this situation and what he may not know at this time about this, this where you're at with things in December, is that I think the way you want to express your love with him is you want to be more out and about. I feel like spending quality time, being outdoors, doing things together, enjoying life, to really solidify it. I kind of feel like deep down inside, you really want a togetherness with him. Deep down inside, that's the only thing that's missing in the connection. Everything could be fine, but what about taking you out sometimes? What about doing things outside of the house sometimes? What about, him like really treating you like the lady you know you are deep down inside? What about him, instead of like coming over all the time, what about him doing things with you more often? And I think for you, when you start seeing that come through, then you'll feel like, yeah, I can do this. This is safe. I feel like we have a real connection. It just starts to solidify. Because to you, that would be him prioritizing you. So that's where you're going to be at in December. All right. And I think the message for you to take from this is to just continue or to start showing your emotions, and also try the little practice thing where you just cut yourself off from complaining about certain things and just give it all to God. Like really give things to God for real. All right. Now, Gemini men. There is a woman in your life who has shined a light on everything. The only thing that you feel in December is illumination. You could be dealing with a woman who is more illuminated than other people who think they're a part of illumination. This person, this woman is like the moon. This woman is a female living form of it. And I say that because she knows everything. So you are talking to the moon. You're talking to the moon. Every time you talk to her, she has this thing that she does where she sees everything. So that is what it is like when you want to be connected to the moon. You connect yourself to the moon, what do you think is going to happen? The moon is the light in darkness. The moon sees everything. God created the sun and the moon in the beginning of time. There is nothing hiding from the moon. nothing and no one. So you have found you someone that you cannot hide anything from. How does she feel? She loves you. She feels like, I love you. She feels like that. And whether it's like, even if she's just your little friend, or she's just your associate, or she's just your crush, the reason why she just it's just a simple 3 words with her is because that's how she is. This is someone who genuinely loves people. If it's a friend, she loves you as a friend. If it's a crush, she loves you as a human being. If it's a connection with love and like romance involved, then she loves you in a romantic way. No matter what kind of level you have with her, she does feel like that about good people, or about people who are good to her. So yes, she has love for you. She does. Because if you're treating her right and you say positive things about her and to her, yes, there is some type of kinship there. And it doesn't matter what kind it is. That's just how she is. Until you show her otherwise. What she wants is to continue to intermingle with you. She's getting connected. Intermingle feels like she's connected to you, but through some type of other way. The number 13 showed up specifically, and this is the only number I got through your whole reading and the Gemini women. The number 13, okay? She's connected to you through other ways, through a different type of way. And there's a lot of people involved, which feels like a network, which makes sense because the Gemini full moon is your full moon that we're coming under right now. And that's all about groups and networking and associates and people. So she's connected to people, or like a whole network that's going on, and she's connected to this, and you are too. So it's like she's intermingling with you. And I think that she actually wants to get closer to you. So even if she has to connect with you just to get to certain things, certain people, she will, just to get closer to you, or just to, maybe she's just getting close to you for a reason. But she does intermingle, and I feel like that's what she wants. I think she's trying to get to you. But if she has to go through another person to do that, that's what she's trying to do. That's what it seems like for some of you. Or it's just that you and her are connected in the same type of network or group, workplace or something like that. You both share something in common. You and her have something really, really powerful about you guys that I don't know if you recognize. And that powerful thing that you and her have is the ability to sense lower vibrational energies from other people. You both have the ability to know really, really evil and demonic spirits, because you and her have a higher level of spiritual ranking, where you both can tell when bad is around. You and her have a vibration that is really high. And it's a lot of positivity too, between your personality and hers intermingling together. Even if this is a woman who you're at a distance from, where you are not in her same city or state, but some kind of way you two are still connected to each other. Like, this could be a woman that your spirits like to play in the ethers. Your spirits like to play in the cosmic universe, where you can feel her. She can feel you. She sends you telepathy, and you send her the same thing back. You talk to her when she's not looking, and she answers you when she's not looking, and you're just like, how did she even do that? And she wasn't even looking, but this is exactly what I was trying to. I just put out this message for her, and she picked it up without even looking at me. I don't. How did she even do that? And you do the same thing to her. She can put something out there, and you may not be looking at that time, but you're gonna do something, and then when she goes to check, or she goes to look at something, she's like, wow, how did he even know that? How did he know that, like, you and her are so interconnected to the point of no return. You both know each other without having to see each other. You both do. Both of you. It's not just her, because just because she's the moon is not just her. It's not just the moon. It's you too. You have this thing where, since you've connected with her, the telepathy between you and her is off the chain. So this is something that is never going to go away. And I want to let you know that personally, that's never going to stop. Never. The connection that you have to her is never going to stop. So if you've been trying to stop yourself from having such a crazy spiritual experience with her, and you're starting to notice all of these things breaking through your psyche now, where you're starting to see synchronicity, signs, you're seeing weird things happen around you, don't freak out. But it's because of her. It's because of this. You didn't know that you connecting with a woman like this was always going to be a part of your destiny. And that connection that you and her have, that 5D connection, is not going to stop. Period. I'm letting you know that right now, because you have already done something that solidified the fact that it's never going to end. You did this, and I'll tell you how you did it. You got in her space. You got in her territory. You got in her space. You inserted yourself into the great unknown. And you know what she's doing? Sucking you in this great universe of thousands of stars. And you know what you are now? A star in her eyes. So you're never going to go away. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. That's you. You are placed in her universe. So now she's going to know all of your thoughts. She's going to know what you're doing. She's going to know what you're on. She's going to know what you want. She knows everything. That's what happens when you want to be a part of illumination. Now, where you and her may not really agree at in the month of December is that it's just something about her personality. She comes across to you as youthful, but she's blessed and she's gifted, but she has a youthful spirit, that she's so passionate and she's so loving and she's very artistic, creative. She's really inspiring and beautiful. That's how you view her. But that's the things that also makes it hard for you to, I think that that's the thing that also makes it hard for you to like understand her. It's hard for you to understand her because she exposes you in so many ways. Yet she has such a vibrant personality. And it's like, you being a Gemini, it feels like, how do I handle this fiery passion that she has? I love it, but I don't know how to handle it. And that's your truth. It's like you don't really know how to handle the hot rocks of the moon. It's like you can't handle her light, and then you really can't handle the blazing light of her. She's such a brilliant person. And I think something about that, you love it, but it's also like, I don't know what to do with this. It's like that. Like, yikes. Now what? Because I've gotten into her world. I've broken into her universe, and I'm like, here. But I have never seen life from this height before. What do I do now? I'm stuck up here. Everybody's down there doing carnal things, right? But now I've elevated so high with this amazing woman. I don't even know. What's my name? What's my name again? I don't even know who I am. I think she just redefined my life. I think she just gave me a life purpose. I think she just changed me. I think that she just made me feel like I belong in the world. I think she just made me feel like I am destined for something. She just made me think about everything that I've been through in my life, wrapped up into one big task. And I finally found my assignment. What's hiding here and what she doesn't know is UNITY. That's what you want. She doesn't know that you really want to unite with her. It feels like you've known her for lifetimes, and you can explain it, and she doesn't know you even think about her like that. But it's like you've got to meet her in real life, or you have to see her or spend time with her for real. You have to. It's like, I've gotta do this. I don't care how far I am. I don't care where I'm at. I've gotta do this. I've gotta, like, I gotta connect, because this to you is valuable. It's valuable. You want to bring your world together and bring her world together. Not only that, but she doesn't know that you figured out what you two are both doing right now. You both are in your life purposes right now. And you're serving a purpose for connecting with her, and she's serving a purpose for connecting with you, which is going to benefit other people. It's going to benefit other people. It's pushing you both. You two coming together is bringing other people to a particular destination. and ultimately getting you both to your destinies. She's never going to go away. This feeling that you feel today about her, you're never going to forget this experience. You're never going to be able to pass something like this up. You're never going to doubt this, because you're going to know that you finally made a connection with something otherworldly, something out of this world, something that you can't explain to your friends, family, or anybody. You don't know how you're connected to her yet, but in due time you will. Because see, right now she has you under that microscopic bright light that is the moon, and she can see all of you, but it's kind of like it's so bright to you that you're not able to see her inner workings. You're not able to understand how she's connected to you yet. You're not able to understand yet what is the reason for this connection even coming together. What is the reason for this instance occurring yet? Because she hasn't allowed you. But I'll let you wait and guess the time, if you can figure it out, because you're going to be able to, because she can communicate with you in a certain way. You're going to be able to know the appropriate time when you're going to see why you're connected to her, or how you're connected to her. And then you'll be able to understand your connection to God. That's all I've got. Thank you. God bless.